Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yes, I'm back with another video. And this time around, this video, I decided to shoot it outside. So yes, there will be some background noises. Mostly because of the type of video that it is that I'm shooting today, as per the title itself. It's a little bit personal, so I figured that we just be a lot relaxed. Let me just be out in the sun. Let me be in nature. So this can be as authentic as it can be. And before I do get into this particular video, I'd like to send a shout out to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I truly appreciate it. Please continue to share my videos, to like my videos, to comment on the sections below, to engage me based on the content that I am putting out. I truly, truly appreciate it. Now, without even trying to get into other things or just extending this thing, let's just jump straight into what we're here to do. So as per the title, today's video is a Q&A. So I had asked that you guys ask me some questions via my social media platforms. Any questions that you may have for me that you might want me to answer on video, and you guys did come through with the questions, and today I selected a few that I felt were sort of in line with each other, and I'm going to answer them for you guys. Now the questions are a bit hectic, but I suppose the content that I put out does sort of like um, bring forth these type of questions, and they really are good questions. So let's get into it. So the first question, oh, and just a disclaimer, I will not be mentioning who the questions come from because I did not ask for consent from those people. So the first question is, what is my favorite childhood memory? I think I believe that I have many, but I think the one that stood out the most was my first time teaching dance. I taught dance, I can't remember the year, but I was in high school. I was in grade 9. I had just recently come from a dance competition that was called Shield Teens. And after that, you know how in school you have your like extramurals activities that people do? So they had swimming, they had netball, they had all the other sports and art and all that other stuff. But you would find that there'd be some students that didn't necessarily feel like doing any of those things. So excuse me, they would show up with no PT clothes and they'd just hang around for about 90 minutes doing nothing. So when I returned from that dance competition and went back to school and saw that this was happening, because it was a bunch of us who were just doing nothing, I asked the principal, obviously, if I could actually go into teaching some dance. I mean, the school had a boombox, and I was like, we have a boombox, we got time, I can do this, let's just have fun with it. And that's when I started to teach dance. And I think that's my favorite childhood memory because it sparked something that still lives on today. And I still do teach dance till this day. So I think I pride myself in that being one of my favorite childhood memories. And then question number 2 asks, what are you passionate about? Ooh, child. Yeah, like I said, when I tell you these questions are really quite deep. Um, for the longest time, I feel like I've been very passionate about art and being creative and all those things, but I think now I'm able to sum it up in a manner that sort of encompasses all those things together. And what I'm truly, truly passionate about is helping people and using my skills and talents to help people. Um, and I think that's derived from my name, Tolakele. And I think my aim or my purpose would be to utolakala ebantwini ngendlela ethile. Whether I'm using my dance talents to touch people, whether I'm using my ability to resonate with people on a certain level. So I think my purpose is, with every encounter that I have with people, through my skills, through my talents, through just meeting randomly, would be to somehow help you in your life and feel and make you feel like nditholakele kuwe. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Got it. So question number 3 is, what is my fear? You know, azosela amanzi nje ayawanga kancane. Mm. As much as I'm on this path of living a life that is love based and not fear based, um, it's not a linear journey. It's a everyday sort of like working towards that. So when I saw this question, what is your fear, I was like, but I'm trying not to have any fears in life. But I think that my number one fear would be not living my true authentic life the way that I see it in my mind and in my dreams. That's my biggest fear. Everything that I feel like is true for me and want to live out and want to experience, and the way in which I want to be, in my most authentic self, authentic way, um, that will be the fear, to not live that authentic life that speaks truth to me. So that's my number one big fear. Question 4. It says here, can you teach me how to dance like Michael Jackson? Yes. Even better. All you'd have to do is come through to my dance classes, which happen and will pick up for 2020 towards the end of October. So throughout November, there will be dance classes, and they happen every Saturday in Observatory Community Center. If you want more information about those dance classes, please do visit my social media platform and the BFAB dance class page on Facebook. Everything you need to know about the classes will be on there. And then the last question of these questions, because we are doing a part two for this. So, on question number 5, what has been your greatest battle in life and how did you overcome it? I'm telling you, wait. I believe my greatest battle in life has been finding and having unshakable faith in finding happiness and or knowing that things can get better and things do get better. English mungkin. Um, and knowing that, I don't know, the phrase goes, "This too shall pass." That's where I'm trying to go with this. My greatest battle is having and finding unshakable faith in the better part of life, in the better part of the spectrum of things. And let me try and explain where this is deriving from. Now, for the longest time, not longest time, but when I was growing up, there was a stint of depression and sadness, and not just of my own but also the people around me. And I feel like I was not stuck in that hole, but I experienced going that deep and being stuck in a dark place, that there was a moment of having to choose and having to realize that no, man, there must be another spectrum too, or another side of this. It can't just all be dark and gloomy all the time. um, there has to be something better. So I had to find faith, or a knowing, a way of knowing that there is another side of life, and that is happy, that is gloriful, that is joyful, um, that is fulfilling, that is not dark and gloomy all the time. So my greatest battle in life has been to find and work my way through that faith, and finding that faith that speaks true to me. Um, and I think when I read the question, this one, there was a song that popped into my head, and the song was that song by Frank Ocean that goes, "You gotta believe in something, something, something. Gotta believe in something." And that is true. You have to believe in something. So I chose to believe that at that point of depression, of sadness, of gloominess, of always thinking that life is not going to get better for me, I was like, nah, bruh. Nah, 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 bruh. There has to be something better. So it was that belief in the better that sort of drove the finding faith and finding and experiencing faith in my life. And that has been my greatest battle. Um, that journey of my faith and how and my belief systems systems and gradually building those belief systems so as to have unshakable faith. That has been my greatest battle in life. And the second part of the question asks, how did you overcome it? How did I overcome that sad and gloomy part of life, the depression part? I don't think you overcome it. I believe that you find mechanisms and activities and things and ways to and habits. You find habits that keep you going back home. And home would be that place of faith, that place of wanting and knowing that there is better. So I haven't really overcome it, but I can tell you that I'm on a I'm very good. I'm on the lighter things of that particular spectrum, and yeah, that has been my greatest battle in life, and it doesn't just stop, it becomes a way of living because one day is different to another. However, the faith in knowing that any day and every day can be a wonderful and beautiful day if if you have the mechanisms and activities that and habits that keep you on the happier spectrum of life. Guys, that has been the Q&A part one of getting to know me better. I do appreciate the questions that have come through, and especially these ones. These ones are quite deep, and like I said, I like it. I like it a lot. So if you do have any more questions, like I said, I am going to be doing a second part to this, which will then come on later on. Please continue to ask those questions and post them up on, leave them in post box below of my posts, or share them on the hit me up on my inbox, ask those questions, and I'll definitely do a part two. So if you like this video, do like it, and please do share it with other people. Don't forget to comment in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe and put on those notifications. Until my next video, my babies, love and light.